is a random, not moving. What are we doing?
Road tripping.
Road tripping. Random road trip vlog. Part 1. You'll see in another video, probably posted before this, that we were on the same road trip, but we did a taste test, a food taste test. Go look at that, go watch that if you haven't.
Can you embed a link into your video?
Yeah.
Click the link.
Can you not do it in the middle of the screen?
Nope, I wanted it to be offset.
I'm making a blanket. This is where I had to start a new thing. I just have to put it in later in case you were wondering.
I'm chauffeuring Her Majesty.
We're going to Mobile because it's my birthday. The weekend.
Woo!
My birthday's on Sunday. I'm old. I'll be 25.
Dang.
It's not even fair because you can actually say that because you're younger than me.
I'm like 2 years younger than you. Whatever. I'm
You'll
2 in a week. Like, it's not that much.
But anyways, you are younger than me, yes. But we are just now on 85 South, headed towards Mobile. It took us 30 minutes to get from Marietta to where we are now, which should not be that long to take. But
I mean, you did choose to leave at 5:45.
technically, no. That's just what time we made it out the door finally.
Uh-huh.
Eliza's back there in her car seat. She's napping. Yes, we are aware that it is 7:17 and she is napping.
Oh, I didn't get to go. Oh no, where's the kid joke? Dang it.
Okay, so I said actually be funny on these videos and not...
You said you wanted content. I'm trying.
Okay, but you're supposed to actually be funny, not just come up with random...
Do you want me to start screaming Supra again?
No, because there's not a Supra in sight.
Every time I see one come out, I'm going to say
Supra!
there's no Supra, you can't do it. It's not fair.
I'm working on the blanket. Matt's doing nothing.
Okay. Nothing it is. If we die and this video never gets posted, don't blame me.
What should we eat for dinner?
Did you just try to say dinner?
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Like lunch, dinner, dinner?
I was trying to say lunch and dinner, so I guess I was trying to say dinner. What do you guys think? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're not going to see this video till after we've already eaten. It's something that always cracks me up about people who post videos and like TikToks and stuff, and they're like, what do you guys think I should do today?
Comment below!
And then they don't post a video till after the day is over, and I'm like...
Isn't there a way to do it like live?
I mean, if you do live...
But then you just have the video saved?
That's where a lot of people would put it. I think people should do it on like their Insta stories, which makes sense. Like,
Yeah, see, such an ugly car.
it's so beautiful. That one's not actually that pretty.
Kind of ugly.
It makes me sad that it's been hit. It's the Kia Telluride. I'm obsessed with that vehicle. But we have no money, so here we are driving a Honda.
Street. Oh, pita. I was like, street food, real food. That sounds yummy. No, it's just pita.
It's pita Mediterranean. Daily and dinner would be proud.
Goju.
Ooh, sushi sounds good.
Bad, Kristen. No afford sushi.
I'll drop my Venmo so you guys can get us sushi. But anyways, what do you guys think we should eat? Comment down below.
Okay, white girl number 1.
We're gonna put credits and say white girl number 1.
I think you found that a little funnier than you should have.
You should not make me laugh or sneeze. It hurts.
Be funny for my content, but don't make me laugh.
But anyways, yes, it's my birthday this weekend, turning 25, so we're headed to Mobile to see my family. It makes sense, doesn't it? We're headed there to see them when they didn't head to Atlanta to see us.
Don't throw a shade at your family on YouTube.
Too late. It is actually one of my nephew's birthdays this weekend as well. He's born on the 23rd and I'm born on the 24th. So, I guess that's why we're headed down, is to see him and tell him happy birthday. Well, I want to go whitewater rafting. Can we go next year?
Maybe. Are you going to be able to do it, Miss I Have Noodle Arms?
You don't always have to be steering super hard.
You work as a team to steer the whole thing.
Okay, you'll be on my side.
Who we going to put on the other side? Sarah?
Sarah has more arm strength than I do.
Yeah, but her competing against me and you is unfair. It's better to put you and her against me.
Why are we against each other? It's supposed to be working as a team, and you're saying against.
Yes, I work one side, you work the other.
Also,
you work against each other.
Usually, to have like a team of like 6 to 8.
I mean, yeah, they just stick you with randos otherwise.
That's fine. Sarah's got friends too. I ain't got friends. We can go in September when Kaylin's comes.
Okay.
I don't really know what we're gonna do this weekend. As of right now, I believe we have 0 plans. I know my nephew, whose birthday is this weekend, wants to go to the Explorium on Saturday. So I think my sister and her family are doing that. So we may join them, because I think that's something Eliza would enjoy anyway. So we may join them. But who knows? I'd say give us suggestions, but by the time I post this video, this weekend's going to be over. And we'll have already done everything. I did send Dad to the fruit stand to pick up some watermelon and some other fruits before we get there, because I've been really wanting fruit, but fruit's expensive, so we haven't had fruit.
If you want to pity us poor folk.
I'll put my Venmo down below. But
Car, calm down.
it sounds like it should be stopped.
It's just because there's that cop right there. Everyone's like, I gotta go slow.
What cop where?
Can you really not see that police car right there?
Oh, I see it now. I thought you meant like on the side of the road.
Might as well be on the side of the road. People are trying to slow down to 40.
Why don't you pass them all then?
Because I don't want to get pulled over by the cop.
Hey man, can I take your car? Did you say because you don't want to get pulled over by the cop?
Yeah.
So you don't want to speed because everybody
I'm
else...
already speeding. They're just not getting out of my way.
Hey, 12300.
Huh. Neat.
That's how many miles we've driven in this vehicle.
Since November.
Yeah, we haven't even had it a full year, and we've gone...
We've had it like 10 months.
12,300 miles.
We'll probably break 15 before 1 year.
That's debatable.
With my clinical rotations.
What?
I left my goldfish.
That's why you shouldn't have been sitting on your butt before we left.
You were grabbing the snacks.
Did you just get regular goldfish?
No, I got the extra blasted extra cheese. Because they were on sale.
Turn around.
I'm not turning around. I'd rather buy $1.79. I'd rather find a Kroger and buy one for $1.79. I'm also hungry though. So.
I hope to have this blanket done by the end of this weekend.
I'm cold. Warm.
Toasty.
Soft.
Ew, got spit on me.
Toasty.
Toasty is such a good word. You should use it more. is only actually 76 degrees outside. You about to become a piece of toast?
Then I'll be darker than you.
Not possible. You don't like the outdoors.
I like the outdoors. I just don't like sitting and tanning because it's too much effort.
I don't sit and tan. I actually swim. Matthew, this air's gotta go.
But it's toasty.
Stop.
Sure.
Also, have you guys been to, what's that place I want to go to? That's going to be up here on the right.
Disneyland!
That's going to be up here on the right.
I don't know.
The water park placey.
Oh, Great Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge something.
There's one north of Ackworth, too.
Yeah, there are lots of places. I think there's one in Gatlinburg. But have you guys been there? I want to go there. Okay. Stop! It's hot. That lane ended by the way. I really like water parks and theme parks and parks in general. So I have a goal to go to like all of them. So this was my idea for a honeymoon, which I've had multiple people be like, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. But I love it. But I have a different taste for things like this apparently than most people. He doesn't hate it, he just doesn't like it.
Because I'd be driving.
No, I told you we were gonna hire somebody to drive us. I want to go on a cross-country road trip, but I want to have, it would not be a cheap thing. But I mean, honeymoons aren't typically cheap things.
Keep in mind that most honeymoons are 5 days.
Okay. I want to go on a cross-country road trip and go to a bunch of different theme parks, water parks, etc. and have somebody drive us. So I was actually thinking about doing where basically not a joint honeymoon, but kind of having a joint honeymoon type of thing where we have 2 other people with us that are preferably in a relationship or together, so then we only have to take care of 1 room for them when we stop places. But so then they have a room, but they're driving. I hate driving. Matt can drive if he wants to drive at some point, but he gets sick not driving, so all of it kind of doesn't work out at all. Because he'll either be driving or he'll be asleep, so it's not like we'll actually spend time together.
Hey, that might save our marriage, though.
Touche. But I want to go to all these different water parks and theme parks and stuff. So, we may end up just doing it, where we...
Whoa, wait.
Like
Whoa. Time out. I thought we were just going around to see stuff. I didn't realize we were only going to theme parks.
No, I said I want to
I'm against that. Not completely.
Thanks.
No, I want to, let's go, travel.
No, we can do that, too. I'm not saying no to, going to see the Grand Canyon or something like that just because it's not a theme park.
Let's go see the Redwoods.
I'm not saying no to that. I'm just saying that one of, my thing that I really want to do on this road trip is go to water parks and theme parks.
That sounds really expensive.
I never said it was cheap. We could keep talking about this.
Have you seen our savings habits?
And if gas prices end up going up the way they have been, we're not going to be doing it at all because gas prices are too freaking expensive. Do you know how much storage this phone has?
About 15 left.
15
gigabytes.
But anyways, apparently not.
Did you use it all?
A lot of it has videos from the old apartment that I need to put together because I am officially to the point in my TikTok videos where I can do that. If you haven't, go follow me on TikTok. I think it's It's Kristen Pepper. It's just my name. I don't know what else to say anymore, so.
I just love driving.
Glad you do.
I enjoy driving, but my leg hurts.
How's your leg hurt?
I don't know.
We've not even been in the car for 2 hours.
My leg hurts.
We've not even been in the car for 2 hours.
Probably just because I have tight muscles in the front of my calf.
That's like Eliza. So we hadn't even been in the car for what, 20 minutes?
We were in the car maybe 6 minutes.
No, because we had to drive all the way to Sam's, and then we were, oh, there's an Amazon storehouse there.
Sam's is like 3 minutes away.
We got stopped by every light. And we sat in the car for a little bit at the, at the gas station.
Okay, 25 minutes.
I didn't think it was that long either.
Go fast.
Guess what? He saw a cop, so he did the thing that everybody's not supposed to do and stopped. So that the cop's like, oh, I see you stopping, so I know you were speeding. But anyways, we were in the car for like not even 20 minutes, and she was like, okay, I'm done, I want to get out. She said, I'm done with the car. Is that what she said?
Yeah, she was like, I'm all done.
I'm all done with the car. We were like, cool. We've been in the car for less than 20 minutes, and we've got 3 hours to go. 4, 5, 6 hours to go.
Do you know how long it is?
5.5?
Yeah.
Yes. I have to tell you what happened last night when we were on the phone with my mom. So we FaceTimed my mom last night, and Eliza, so we've gotten to Eliza where she'll say War Eagle, and she just randomly will say it. Like, we're literally just going about our day, and she just randomly goes, War Eagle! It's really the cutest thing ever. But, so we were sitting there and talking to my mom, and she just randomly said it. My mom said, no, Roll Tide. And Eliza said, no, Lolly, War Eagle. And like, she tried to, like, they went back and forth quite a few times.
That's awesome.
And Eliza was like, no, Lolly, say Roll Tide, or War Eagle. No, Lolly, say War Eagle. And Mom was like, no, Eliza, Roll Tide. But anyways.
Ah, the divides of Alabama.
We're not even in Alabama. Also, I have to tell you guys some really sad news. And by really sad, I mean like very, very mediocrely sad, like not sad. I bought some Lunchables to eat on the trip because I knew as we were walking out the door that I was starving.
Starving's relative.
It'd been like 6.5 hours since I'd eaten.
Okay, but starving is very relative.
And I'd only eaten pancakes with syrup.
Retweet.
You had fish and rice and carrots.
No, I wasn't retweeting you. I was retweeting the starving. Retweeting. Starving's relative.
I mean, starving is relative. It was.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
It was a first world starving, not a like third world.
It was
starving.
ooh, my stomach's hungry starving.
I was getting nauseous and lightheaded and shaky.
Then you should really eat.
But anyways, I had packed these 2 Lunchables. One was the extra cheesy pizza one, and the other one was a chips and salsa. I opened the extra cheesy pizza one, ate all of it, went to open the chips and salsa one with the cheese, and opened it and found something yucky in my cheese. I don't know what it was. I didn't try to touch it or move it or anything like that. I just closed it back up and said, okay, guess I'm not eating this one. I'm hungry too. What should we eat?
I'm thinking Raisin Canes.
So we need to talk about this chicken pyramid.
Chicken pyramid. What is this, a Ponzi scheme?
An MLM? Arcade, chicken ladder, is that what you want to call it?
Ah, yes. Because that sounds less like a heist.
So obviously, like Chick-fil-A and Zaxby's, completely different chickens, completely different levels. Chick-fil-A doesn't count in this. KFC, Popeyes, those don't count on this.
You move your head a little.
Where? Move it where?
That way. You can still be in your shot, just don't be in my mirror. I'm trying to see.
The Zaxby's is at the top. Cane's is at the bottom.
I don't hate Cane's.
Cane's is gross.
I agree with you. Cane's is a little oily. But I don't hate it.
Zaxby's is amazing. I love Zaxby's.
Zaxby's can be dry, though.
They got Zax sauce.
Okay. Zax sauce is kind of gross.
Zax sauce is not gross. You just don't like mayo-based things.
It's kind of gross.
You also don't like cane sauce, though. So you don't really like any of the sauces.
Okay, but their chicken's not dry.
But their chicken's oily and gross. It makes me sick.
Good thing you don't eat it.
You're right.
I could do some Cane's, though.
I have done Cane's because Cane's is 10 times cheaper than Zaxby's.
For real.
That's where Cane's wins.
Their Texas toast is better, so.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
I agree.
And I'd say Foosackly's is better than Cane's, and you don't like Foosackly's at all. Foosackly's, if you are not aware, is a Mobile, Alabama. It started there. There's now some in like Auburn, Pensacola, places like that. But it started in Mobile, and it's a chicken place. It's really just another chicken place.
Think Cane's and Zaxby's mixed, but tastes gross.
Cane's taste gross.
I'm cold. I'm turning this on. Deal with it. Or you could take a vent. Or two. I still need to heat up some. I need a thaw.
Anyways.
Ah, yes. Peak driving.
What are other chicken places? Oh, there's,
Bojangles, which is gross.
I'm not eating Bojangles, so I can't compare that one.
Bojangles is gross. It's basically a modified Zaxby's. It's gross.
I mean, I like Zaxby's. What else is there?
Bojangles only tastes good when you leave a camp out where you've been eating camp food all week from Boy Scouts, and then you sneak away to Bojangles. That's it. Just saying.
But that's the ones we can think of. If you think of others that we should try, comment down below. But also, you gotta Venmo me if you're gonna comment places that we should try, because we ain't got the money to try places. Guys, this is a completely different story and about a completely different day. But I have to tell you about this one day that we were trying to get home from Mobile and how torturous it was. So we left Mobile not super late. I mean, it wasn't early, but
It's like 2 o'clock. Maybe 3 or 4.
I think it was earlier than that. Maybe not, because we went at lunch with Dad. Well, we went and ate lunch with Dad at McAllister's and got out of Mobile and drove to... Oh, we had to drive back to my parents' house because you left your jacket or something there. So, the McAllister's we were at was on our way to Atlanta.
I told your dad he should just mail it to me.
And you decided you wanted to go get it.
No, he said, we'll just go get it. So I went to go get it.
No, he didn't even come with us. He had the fishing thing that he went to at the...
Yeah, he said, I can ship it to you, or you can go get it.
And you decided you'd go
And
get
he
it.
said going to get it would just be easier. So I said, okay, I don't want to cost you money. I'll go get it.
Anyways, the McAllister's was on our way out of town, while my parents' house is not at all on the way out of town.
Right, so
You want McAllister's to eat?
No, it's free tea day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So if we pass some McAllister's, I want McAllister's.
So you do want McAllister's.
I want a free tea.
I actually used to work at McAllister's, and I worked there the year that Zachy was born, and free tea day was his birthday.
I want a free tea. Are there
No.
McAllister's in Georgia?
I asked you this the other day and you didn't have an answer for me.
Sorry.
But anyway, so we left McAllister's and went back to my parents' house, and then we went back to get on the interstate, past the McAllister's, and I think we still had to go to, no, we went to Costco after McAllister's. We went to McAllister's, Costco, home, past the McAllister's and Costco to head back to Atlanta. But we decided to stop at Priester's, which is in, oh, I never remember the name of that town. It's near Greenville, between Greenville and Montgomery. It's not coming to me. But we stopped at Priester's. Priester's Pecans, amazing, 10 out of 10. Recommend stopping there if you're on 65. We stopped there hour and a half. Eliza had just woken up, so we stopped and got out for a little bit, got some ice cream. Got back on the interstate and like looked at how, no, we didn't Google it because I was like, it's just going straight home. Going up 65. And there was a wreck somewhere between there and Montgomery, which is it's not a long drive between Priester's and Montgomery. It's maybe an hour.
Yeah.
We were on the interstate, stopped for 2.5 hours, which there was a really bad wreck. Like, life flight was involved. A semi-truck was involved that you couldn't even, obviously life flight was not involved in like the wreck. They were helping people, but a semi-truck was involved in the wreck that you couldn't even really tell was a semi-truck anymore. Like, it was bad. We saw one car drive, like, that was being towed past us, and it looked like a truck. Like, the whole back end was gone.
It was a Toyota Camry, and all that it had intact was the driver cab.
It was bad. Like, it was not a pretty wreck. They had to divert people off the interstate into like a little
country road.
Take me home
to the place.
I belong.
West Virginia.
Down to mama.
And then isn't the next one just take me home?
Of course you don't know.
I can't remember that.
Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. I don't remember either.
That's what I thought. Punk.
But, so we spent 2.5 hours just sitting there in
Was
the
it
car.
only 2.5?
It was probably 3 to 4.
I remember it was like 4.
It was
ridiculous.
I think it was 3 or 4.
It was overly ridiculous.
We just sat there and sat there and sat there.
I told you I could have pulled an illegal Iykyk.
And I told you I regretted not letting you. We got to one of those places where it's supposed to be. It wasn't a service road. It was
for service cars.
But that's not considered a service road. A service road is like the road on the side of the interstate, like in towns.
Oh, I guess.
It was one of the roads that was between like left and like northbound and southbound traffic.
It splits the median for emergency cars.
Emergency, that's the word I was looking for.
I said emergency like 3 times.
No, you said
we have it on video.
service.
We
you
have
said
it.
service. You
And
never said emergency. You know you right.
We'll fact
you know
check
I'm right.
this.
But it was for emergency vehicles, and he was like, I can take it. I was like, nah, no.
Because everyone was taking it.
Not everyone.
A lot of people were
If
taking
everyone was taking it, we wouldn't have been sitting there for 4 hours. We would have been.
A lot of people were taking it.
A lot of people did take it, but not everybody. But he was like, let me take it. I was like, no, it's okay. We shouldn't be here that long. 4 hours later. So after we finally got through, like got off the interstate, through the whole thing, when we were getting back on the interstate, you could see like the first cars coming that they had decided that they let through the interstate instead of making detour. And so by then it was like 7:15, and so I'll read a book. Please don't tell me you know where that one's from.
Huh?
I said it by then it was like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3.
Yes.
What is it from?
Tango.
Yay! That's the first song that I've sang that year. No, second song because we just did one earlier. Proud. It was like what? It was after Costco had already closed in Montgomery.
The sun was literally had not set, and by the time it was still in the middle of the sky, and by the time we exited, it was getting dark. Like sun was already set.
It was way too late. And so we have Eliza with us, and thankfully she was so good during that whole process. She didn't scream at all. She didn't scream during that sitting there. No, she didn't.
She screamed for a little bit because we didn't have her a movie. And we gave her a movie and she was fine.
Whatever. Anyways, we got through, and we needed gas, and we were gonna get gas at Montgomery, in Montgomery at Costco, and then we didn't make it there because they were closed by the time we got to it. And then we were trying to figure out something to eat because by this time we were hungry. It'd been a while. And so we were trying to figure out what to eat and couldn't figure out anything. And made it to Auburn and decided to get off there and go grab some food. We were gonna grab something. What were we gonna grab?
Firehouse.
No, that's what I still wanted. No, you wanted Asian food.
Yeah, I wanted Japanese hibachi.
And we didn't know any places in Auburn, and then
Also, none of the places were open.
that's what I was saying is we finally found one in Auburn that was that said it was open, and we got there and they were not open, they were closed. And so then I wanted Firehouse, and Matt was like, I don't want Firehouse, I want Korean. There's this Korean place.
I said I want Asian, and we decided to get Korean, and it was gross.
It was disgusting. I don't remember the name of it, but it was not good. 10 out of 10.
Everyone said it was so good online.
It was not a good place to eat at.
Then again, we also eat authentic Korean.
If it would have been, I think if we would have gotten there and not had to do the takeout option, it would have been fine. Like if we had been able to sit in the restaurant and actually do the hot plate stuff, it would have been fine. But we had to get it to go, and then they put gross sauces on it, and it was spicy.
Yeah, they basically did a Korean ground beef bowl with a layer of rice, and then they literally squirted it was yum yum sauce, and then a chipotle aioli.
It was gross.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I couldn't even eat half of it because it was too spicy. And by that time, Firehouse had already closed, and I was just sad. And they had forgotten our rice for Eliza.
Yeah, they were pretty cool about it though.
They had just tried to go back in, but we couldn't sit inside, and the main reason we were stopping at somewhere like that was so we could sit inside and let Eliza sit out of the car. And it was freezing cold still.
There's no McDonald's. You want to go get McDonald's?
No. Was it still cold?
Yeah, Wendy's.
No.
Arby's.
That's a really pretty color. I like that color.
Arby's.
No. I'm in the middle of my story still. Can we wait and figure this out after I'm done with my story? But we did eat in the car because it was cold outside.
We walked around Walmart.
No, we didn't. I know for a fact we didn't. We went to the gas station though, and you had walked in the gas station, and that's the only reason he let you get gas because they were closing. I had to pee really bad, so we walked into the gas station. I peed, and then he had to pee, so he walked in, and he got gas. And the guy literally said, "If I hadn't seen you walk in a few minutes ago, I would not be letting you get gas because we are closed." They were closing.
Yeah,
second.
I walked in at 9. It was 9:59, and they closed at 10.
And he peed long enough that it was 10.
It was 10:03.
But the guy was like, I saw you walk in before, like, we're cool. And
Yeah, and then people were trying to come up because they saw me standing there. And he was like, no, we're closed.
But thankfully we were able to get gas because we decided at that gas station because they had the cash price and we actually had cash because my dad gave us cash. And so he paid cash for the gas and got it for cheaper. And then it took us till like 2 a.m. to get home. And it was awful. None of us were happy. We were all grumpy.
Yeah, and did I have school or did I have work?
I think you had school the next day.
And it was like at like 8 a.m. That was ridiculous.
I think that you were taking a test too. I think you had a test you were taking that day.
No, because that would have been in the spring. All of my tests in the spring were online.
That was the day you didn't get to shower the next morning because you woke up late and you were gonna...
No, I showered. I just
You wore a hat. You didn't shower. I'm right and you know I'm
If
right.
I wore a hat.
If you wore a hat, you didn't shower.
Yeah, no, that was gate. That was gate analysis. So that was first semester. You're right, because I wore a hat to that test. And everyone was like, why are you wearing a hat? I was like, because I didn't shower.
Because I got home at...
And then I went home and I showered. I got like a 95 on that test.
Good job.
Don't know how.
But anyways. Bye, friends.
Later.
So I have an update for you guys. We are in Auburn, War Eagle. We stopped by McAllister's and got our free tea for free tea day. Love free tea day. Although don't love working it. One year I worked at McAllister's on free tea day and it was awful. It actually wouldn't have been that awful, but my nephew was born on that day and we had to go to my sister's house to watch the rest of the kids while she was having him. And we were at her house all day on the 22nd. And then she let us know once we got back home at like 11 o'clock that she was in labor because she hadn't been in labor, and then she started contractions and stuff after we had already made it home. And so she called us and was like, yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to come back here to watch the kids so we can go to the birth center and have this baby. And I say birth center was a cottage, but anyways, I was exhausted and my mom ended up having to go with them, so I was at the house by myself. And I was supposed to stay awake actually to let my sister in the door, and I fell asleep. I don't honestly remember how she got in the house because I just don't remember because I was out of it. I was supposed to let her in. But anyways, I was just exhausted and tired and had to go to work that day, and then actually almost ended up dying on the way back to their house because they live off a dirt road and I was driving too fast and 100% felt my car like lose traction on the road and like slid, but it's fine. And now we're going to Firehouse, which I keep telling Matt is not a car food, but he's gonna eat it while driving anyway, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm wearing grease-resistant scrubs. It's fine.
I will get a steak and cheese.
Probably me too.
On white bread, no mustard, no mushrooms.
I can't believe you love white bread that much.
I love white bread. Anyways, just wanted to update you guys on what we were getting for dinner. Oh, we have to get Eliza something.
I'm sure there's going to be a Chick-fil-A somewhere over here.
Yeah, that's true. Eliza, you want Chick-fil-A?
No.
Was that a yes or a no?
No.
You do want Chick-fil-A? You want Chick-fil-A, yes? Okay. But we'll get her Chick-fil-A and we'll get Firehouse. And we'll probably see you guys in a little bit, even though it's getting dark and you guys won't be able to see us in a little bit. Update. Ended up at Firehouse. Also, I ended up with a Firehouse drink because I got blackberry in mine, and their blackberry tasted like straight up cough syrup. Matt tried it to say that it did.
Yeah,
too.
it was gross.
That was pretty. Update. I wanted Chick-fil-A ice cream, so we were at a Chick-fil-A. This is the least efficient Chick-fil-A I've ever been to in my whole entire life. We are ordering at the window. They are giving us our food at the window. And it's very inefficient. And I just want my ice cream.
Oh, they're closed.
If I don't get my ice cream. Update. They turned off the lights and we all drove away. We sat there for 20 minutes. And they did not say anything to us. And I just wanted an ice cream.
Get you a Frosty.
I don't trust that Wendy's.
That's fair.
We're in an area of Montgomery that we were at before and got that Wendy's, and they couldn't even make a Dr. Pepper good. And they were out of ice. But anyways, over it. I just wanted ice cream. And now I'm sad.
I was getting up to the window and I said, you know, they're probably out of ice cream, or their ice cream's probably all melted because they turned off the ice cream machine. So they could drain it.
I understand. But we didn't even get to ask them that because you just drove away. I'm a little frustrated.
Well, the lady up front said, y'all close? He said, yeah, and flicked off the lights, so.
I don't understand why it took us 20 minutes in line, why there was nobody saying anything or doing anything or...
I think a manager finally called it.
Wow, that was pretty.
That was super cool.
There's a bunch of like heat lightning, which is actually real lightning, but called heat lightning, going on here, and it was really pretty. It just went across like the whole sky. But anyways, I'm just sad now, so